see right. As Frodo lay, tired but unable to close his eyes, it seemed to him that far away there came a light in the eastern sky. It flashed and faded many times. It was not the dawn, for what that was still some hours off. What is the light? He said to Strider, who had risen and was standing, gazing ahead into the night. I do not know, Strider answered. It is too distant to make out. It is like lightning that leaps up from the hilltops. Frodo lay down again, but for a long while he could still see the white flashes, and against them the tall dark figures of Strider standing solemn and watchful. At last he passed into uneasy sleep. They had not gone far on the fifth day when they left the last straggling pools and reed beats of the marshes behind them. The land before them began slowly to rise again. Away in the distance eastward they could now see a line of hills. The highest of them was at the right of the line, and a little separate from the others. It had a canonical stop, slightly flattened at the summit. That is Weathertop, said Strider. The old road. 2 more pages here. Which we have left far away on our right, runs to the south of it, and passes not far from its foot. We might reach it by noon tomorrow, if we go straight towards it. I suppose we had better do so. What do you mean? Asked Frodo. I mean, when do we get there? It is not certain what we shall find. It is close to the road. But surely we were hoping to find Gandalf there. Yes, but the hope is faint. If he comes this way at all, he may not pass through Bree, and so he may not know what we are doing. And anyway, unless by luck we arrive almost together, we shall miss one another. It will not be safe for him or for us to wait here long. If the riders fail to find us in the wilderness, to likely to make for Weathertop then. It commands a wide view all around. Indeed, there are many birds and beasts in this country that could see us, and we stand there, here. On that hilltop, not all the birds are to be trusted, and there are other spies more evil than they are. The hobbits looked anxiously at the distant hills. Sam looked up into the pale sky, fearing to see hawks or eagles hovering over them with bright, unfriendly eyes. You do make me feel uncomfortable and loathsome, Strider, he said. What do you advise us to do? Asked Frodo. I think, answered Strider slowly, as if he was not quite sure. I think the best thing is to go as straight eastward from here as we can, to make for the line of the hills, not for the Weathertop. There we can strike a path I know that runs at their feet. It will bring us to Weathertop from the north and less openly. Then we shall what we shall see. All that day they plodded along until the cold and early evening came down. The land became drier and more barren. Musk mist and vapors lay behind them on the marshes. A few melchily birds were piping and wailing, until the round red sun sank slowly into the western shallows. Then an empty silence fell. The hobbits saw the soft light of sunset glancing through the cheerful windows of Bag End far away. One more page here, guys, and I am done. At the day's end, they came to a stream that wandered down from the hills to loose itself in the stagnant marshlands, and they went up along its banks while the light lasted. It was already night when at last they halted and made their camp under some stunted alder trees by the shores of the stream. Ahead there loomed now against the dusky sky the bleak and treeless backs of the hills. That night they set a watch, and Strider, it seemed, did not sleep at all. The moon was waxing. In the early night hours, a cold gray light lay on the land. Next morning they set out again soon after sunrise. There was a frost in the air, and the sky was a pale, clear blue. The hobbits felt refreshed, as if they had had a night of unbroken sleep. Already they were getting used to much walking on short commons. Short at any rate, that what in the Shire they would have thought barely enough to keep them on their legs. Pippin declared that Frodo was looking twice the hobbit that he had been. Very old, said Frodo, tightening his belt, considering that there is actually a good deal less for me. I hope the thinning process will not go on indefinitely, or shall I become a wraith. Do not speak of such things, said Strider quickly, and with surprising earnestness. The hills drew near. They made an undulating ridge, often rising almost to 1,000 feet, and here and there falling again to low clefts or passes, leading into the eastern land beyond. Along the crest of the ridge, hobbits could see what looked to be remains of green ground walls and dikes. In the clefts there still stood the ruins of old works of stone. By night they had reached the feet of the western slope, and there they camped. It was the night of the 5th of October, and they were 6 days out of Bree. In the morning they found, for the first time they had left the Chetwer, a track plain to see. They turned right and followed it southwards. It ran cunningly, taking a line that seemed chosen so as to keep as much hidden as possible from the view both of the hilltops above and the flats to the west. I'm on page 242, and that ends my Lord of the Rings read along. I have what? Yeah, and a good two 2 to 3 more days, I'll be finishing. Yeah, three more days around there, I'll finish the Knife in the Dark chapter. That's why I told you at the end of what I don't remember what I read. I'm just skimming through it. You guys can interpret what I read. I'm no longer gonna tell you what. There's no point in me explaining, or giving you a brief explanation. You guys are gonna have to interpret from what you heard me read, obviously. So in a good 3 days from now, I'll be finishing my Lord of the Rings read along. I'll be finished my chapter 11, and after that, I'm on the final chapter, which is a Flight to Force. So sometime early November, November 3rd, around there. I'll finish my book one, Lord of the Rings read along, and then stay tuned for a video after that. I'll be making that video, that side video. I'll be talking. I'll be talking about what? I'll be talking about my 3 movies. My Great Escape movie, my Hidden Vampire movie, my Great Escape movie, and my Hidden Vampire movie, and what? My Great Escape movie, and my Hidden Vampire movie, and my what? My Great Escape movie, my Hidden Vampire movie, and my Their Unique movie. Obviously. And then after that, I will what? I will what? And during the moment I finish going over my book, you know what I'm saying? I finish going over my what? I finished going over my what? I finished going over my book. I finished going over my what? And I finished going over my what? The moment I finished going over my book and I finished my Lord of the Rings read along, that's when I'm gonna start taking those walks to the park at nighttime. And BJ, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Once I finish my book, I'm gonna take those walks around 1, 2 o'clock at night, and I'll just listen to some music, have a smoke, sit down on the bench in the park over here. I can either go to the park, the Vervalger Park, French, Quebec is French, the Vervalger Park, or I can go to the park here in the Parc Allée, here next to my house, obviously. Right, right, Parc Allée, obviously. Right, the Parc Alley, obviously. Park, the Parc Alley. I'm gonna sit down and have a smoke. I'm gonna sit down and have a smoke. And after I have my smoke, I will what? I'm gonna listen to some music. I'm gonna look at the stars. And I'm gonna just what? Enjoy myself. Enjoy myself and what? And just look at the stars. Because I know all hell's gonna break loose for innocent Ivor Merriman. You're looking at a fucking horror show. You're looking at something fucking crazy, man. As you have no idea how much I don't want to be a porn star. I don't want to have sex always dirty. When I told you this, paying this fee is a horror of my soul. I'm gonna have to put the fan on when I pay this fee, man. Because these women are all trash. When I have sex with them, I'm gonna have to put the fan on when I pay the fee, obviously. When I pay the porn fee. I'm gonna tell, hey guys, is it okay if I put the fan on? Yeah, Ivan, it's okay if you put the fan on. Because I told you, I don't want to have sex with these women. And they're all fucking trash. I don't want to have sex with them, obviously. But you're gonna force me to have sex with them because you guys are fucking crazy people. We know if we don't force you, well, you're never gonna have sex with women. Yes, if you don't force me, I would never have sex with you. I would never have sex with another woman. As I told you, I do not struggle with sex. I can easily be a virgin for the next 5, 10 years, no problem. No problem. Ivan, how do you do it, man? Look, man, I'm holy. I can easily stay a virgin for the next 10 years. I can easily keep my virginity for my wife for the next 10 years, no problem, because I'm fucking holy, man, and I love my wife that much too. Yeah. Whereas VJ is the opposite. Because VJ is a whore, she just fucks so many men, obviously. She's a whore. And the mess already happened. She can't see me. That's why she just takes me for granted. VJ just constantly fucks men, obviously. Right? Obviously, right? Now, I'm going to keep saying this. Well, this series that you're seeing now, I know you guys love it when I pump out all these videos. I know my wife loves it when she watches my videos, obviously. You know what I'm saying? I know my wife loves it. I know my wife loves it when she what? I know my wife loves it when she talks when she I know my wife loves it when she talks about me. When I talk about me, and her's like, "Oh my God, Ivan, I love it when you, I love it when you talk about what we're gonna do." Yeah, sweetie, I know you love it when we talk about our personal life. Obviously, I mean, this is the amazing life me and you are gonna live together. Obviously. But I think I've talked about that enough. I'm gonna keep saying this for all these amazing videos that you see me talking about me and wife's personal life, me exposing you. You better fucking enjoy it because the countdown, yeah, we know the countdown's like yes, man. We're at 27 today, so in a good, I don't know, 13 days around there. 2 weeks. Good 2 weeks from now, I am done. I'm officially done my YouTube videos. Now, after that, I am done, man. I'm not making any more videos for you. Even my wife would be like, "Oh, wow, Ivan's really done." I'm like, "Yeah, sweetie, I am done." As now, all I have to do is just what? Once I make that final announcement, I'm gonna give it a couple days, take those walks to the park, have a smoke, listen to some music, look at the stars. I'm gonna let my family know that I am done my book, obviously. When I tell them I'm done, I'm gonna be very sincere. I'm like, "Guys, okay, guys, I'm done my book. I want to get my book self-published. I need your help." Tell them that because they're the gatekeepers. You need to tell them that because they locked all the doors on me. They're the gatekeepers. "Hey guys, I'm done my book. I want to get my book self-published on Lulu. I need your help." If you tell them that and they're sincere, they'll be like, "Okay, hey, Ivan wants us to get his book published." But I told you, because they don't own me being my wife, their true nature is going to show. The world's true nature is going to show, and your true demonic nature is going to show, obviously, because you guys are wicked people, obviously. Your true demon colors, your true demon colors will show. Once, yo, Ivan, we know because we don't want you and your VJ being together. You're so fucking perfect. You're so beautiful. You know what I'm saying? We don't want you being together. You know what I'm saying? Your true demonic nature will show. Yes, man. Your true demonic nature will show once I find out how. Once you guys sit. At first, they're gonna be nice. They're gonna be like, I'll know the moment has come when they say, "Ivan, come upstairs. We want to talk to you." You know what I'm saying? It's about your book. And the moment they see it, I'm like, "Oh man, the time has come. Oh my God, the time has come." I'm gonna know. I told you, where do you think they get that in the Bible? You know when you guys all know about the Last Supper, right? You know in the Bible how you have the story of the Last Supper before Jesus gets arrested and he gets crucified. Obviously, he has the Last Supper with his disciples. Obviously, and Jesus is like, "One of you guys will betray me," and then Judas is the one who betrays Jesus. Obviously, he's the one who betrays Judas. Obviously, and in the Bible it says Satan entered Judas, and Jesus says, "Hey, whatever you want to do, if you want to betray me for 30 pieces of silver, do it quickly." Jesus said, "Whatever you want to do, you do it quickly." Where do you think they get that in the Bible? It's the symbolism of my life, obviously. Once the step family sit me upstairs, VJ knows what I'm talking about. She can see the future. She's connected to me. VJ can see the future. She knows, well, yeah, you're looking at something fucking scary. Your true demonic nature will show, and the world's true demonic nature will show your true demon colors. Hence, you guys are obviously what? You are wolves in sheep's clothing. Yeah. You act like good people, but you're not good people. Your actions show that you're wicked people. Yeah. Nowhere are we gonna let Ida and VJ have each other all to themselves. No fucking way. They don't deserve each other all to themselves. Even though we're gone, we fucking create universe, and we allow you to have each other all to yourselves. You guys are fucking crazy. And again, you somehow think you have control over my relationship when you don't. The only reason why you think you have control over my relationship because you're crazy fucking people and you're blinded by your envy. So because of your envy, you think you have control over my relationship when it's none of your business. Because you're fucking crazy people, man. Obviously. And once they sit me upstairs, that's when they're true demonic. The first they're gonna be a bit nice. You're gonna see their faces. At first they're gonna talk a bit nice to me, obviously. And eventually their true nature is gonna show up. Because they now know, yeah. We know our true nature has to come out now because we know Ivan is the son of God. Obviously, we know he has the keys, hence he's gonna make his billions, hence why their true nature is gonna show, obviously. You know, Ivan has the keys, he's the son of God. We know he also wrote they also know how good my book is. Yeah, Ivan wrote the best fantasy novel ever written. It's $1 billion story. A story like this will have crazy, crazy buzz. They know that, hence why their true nature is gonna show. And the main reason is they don't want me to be my wife. Two reasons why their true natures will show. The main reason is they don't want me to be my wife. Because you guys are fucking crazy people, obviously. That's why you're willing to trap me with sharing your death. At the same time, they also don't want me having financial control, obviously. They don't want me and my wife to have financial control, even though we're God, we create the universe, and we deserve to have financial control because we're the fucking creators of the universe, whereas you guys are our fucking creation. Yeah, you're the gatekeeper and you own the financial system in the world, but me and my wife are running the entire universe. And so we're the bigger bosses. And they know that, obviously. In other words, Ivan O'Mara will find out how dirty the gatekeepers really are, and he will find out how dirty the world really is too. He'll find out how wicked and evil really are. Hence why after I find out how wicked and evil really are, I am never making any videos for you on my Saddlehouse channel. As after, you know what I'm saying, and again, they're gonna threaten me with that. Hey, if you don't sell to us, you know what I'm saying, yeah, if you want your wife out to survive, if you want your wife out to yourself, wife, and if you want to be free, you want a fresh roll to yourself, you have to die for that. You have to pay for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck did I do to you? Like, I'm saying, first of all, she's not your wife, and I'm not your husband. Who gave you the right to have control, think you have control of a relationship when you don't have control of my relationship? You know what I'm saying? Hey, you know what I'm saying? Hey, Ivan, you know what I'm saying? This is what guaranteed that they're going to be like, Ivan, if you sell to us, you're going to be a star. That's exactly what they told my wife, right? You're going to be a star. You and your wife will be a stars in Hollywood, right? They duped my wife. No way am I going to dupe me, obviously. You're going to be a star in Hollywood. You and your wife are going to be famous in Hollywood. But you and your wife have to share with the rest of the world. Share with the whole world. Like, are you fucking crazy? There's no way I'm going to accept. There's no way I'm going to accept that choice. As I am not sharing with all these fucking dirty women and all these dirty men. No fucking way. As you think you have control over my relationship when you don't have control over my relationship. Because you're fucking crazy people, man. Obviously. And yeah. And VJ will be listening. And VJ will be shocked too. When once VJ, because VJ's connected me, VJ will be listening into the conversation, obviously. And once I sit, I'm gonna be brave. Sometimes, hey man, if you don't sell to us, you're gonna pay with your life. You're gonna die. You're gonna suffer death for it. And even then, I'm like, I'm not fucking selling to you. You know what I'm saying? You know, who do you think you are? You're not God. I'm God. You're not worth my royalties, and you do not have control of a relationship. You think you have control of a relationship because you're envying. I'm not fucking selling. I'm not sharing. I cry my eyes like I'm brave and I choose death. And the moment I leave that room, I'm gonna break down in tears, man, and cry. Because now I know I now understand all the people who I'm dealing. It finally hit me. Oh my god! I now understand the kind of people who I'm fighting. I'm fighting the most powerful men in the world, man. One man versus an army of powerful men. See, so you have the gatekeepers, and you also have all the gatekeepers around the world who are under the gatekeepers. I'm fighting all those men too, man. All those men and women too, man. And you're looking at something scary for Ivan. One man fighting all these powerful men and women, obviously. Because I'm God and I have the keys, I'm obviously more powerful. I'm a lot more powerful than all of them. Yeah, Ivan is the son of God, and he has the keys, hence he's more powerful than all these people. Yeah. He doesn't have to sell to any gatekeeper. He has his own keys. Yeah, I have my own keys. I don't have to sell to any gatekeeper. Obviously. And once I find out how wicked and dirty you guys really are, and how demonic and once I find out how wicked you guys really are, I'm never making evils around my child. I'm gonna cry my eyes out, break down tears. I'm gonna pay this fee. You got your bullshit sex from Ivan. I'm gonna cry my eyes out and suffer death, heavy tears and suffer death for my wife. And once I come back from death, you got your bullshit sex, you got your mess. Now let me and wife live our life and leave us the fuck alone. Obviously, now you're left behind. So I set the whole thing up, obviously. Right. Right. Yeah. Anyways, enough about me talking about that. Obviously, right? So once I come from death, you know what I'm saying, my wife is fresh. You can see me now. You're welcome, sweetie. Obviously, my wife can see me now. Now what? I won't talk about what the final footage. You guys already know. I already made videos about that. I'm gonna talk about once me and her go to Vancouver. So once I got my check, you know what I'm saying, I cry my eyes out because oh my god, I got my $6.5 billion check. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy. Oh my god, I'm so rich now. You know what I'm saying? My wife is proud of me, obviously. I go to Los Angeles, I see her, we stay at that suite, we hang out, you know what I'm saying, trends online constantly, obviously. As well as the trends of me when I'm winning that check in Elmer. I saw my final 40 goodbyes. If Vija says her final 40 days, I will what? Me and Vija will fly privately to Vancouver. Obviously. We'll fly privately to Vancouver. As I told you, I do not want to live in Vija won't mind living in Vancouver because Vancouver is a more beautiful city than what? Than the States. And the States is crowded and filthy and dirty. And I would never want to live there, obviously. Obviously, right? So once me and her fly again, me and my wife will be flying privately to Vancouver too. So once I'll tell Vijay, hey Vijay, when I stay in that suite for those 2 days, I will book a private flight from Los Angeles to Vancouver. Obviously, Los Angeles. I'm like, hey Vijay, hey Vijay, you know what? Me and you don't never have to fly commercial ever again. We can now fly privately. We can rent a jet to fly to Vancouver, and then once you go to Vancouver, we can buy our own jet right away. We'll buy our own jet right away. and what. So first thing me and wife will do when we ride to Vancouver, I told you when we ride to Vancouver, when people in Vancouver see us, people will take out their phones, concentrating pictures of I and VJ online. It looks something crazy, obviously. And then me and VJ we're gonna have to book a hotel. I'll book a private suite, a nice suite in Vancouver. Stay at a top notch hotel in Vancouver for 2 months around there. Easy, affordable. It'll cost a good, I don't know. It'll cost hundreds of thousands of dollars to book to stay in a nice suite for 2 months. It'll cost $100,000, but if you're a billionaire, it's pocket change, obviously. So me and VJ will book, and I'll book a nice hotel in Vancouver, a nice suite me and wife will be staying in. A nice, beautiful suite. Nice. I don't want the suite to be too expensive, but a nice like $7,000 night suite, $8,000 night suite, even $10,000 suite is pretty good. We get a nice suite in Vancouver, obviously. And the moment me and my wife will obviously will enjoy the suite, obviously. And then the first thing we're gonna have to do, because VJ is a Hollywood chick and she's fucking greedy and she's my queen, obviously. VJ wants a piece of that pie, obviously. Because VJ wants a piece of that pie, VJ is gonna want it. I told you, VJ is gonna be like, Ivan, you're gonna share that. And I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna share it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we go to Vancouver, we're gonna register for our school. Because VJ wants a piece of the pie. Because she knows I made billions from meeting her. VJ wants a piece of that pie, obviously. As I told you, chances are VJ will be very broke when I meet her. Or she might have, I don't know, maybe 100 grand, 50 grand in her bank or something like that. She might have some money, but the money will run out quick, obviously, right? Yeah. Because I made billions from meeting her, VJ's gonna want a piece of that pie, obviously. Because VJ is a Hollywood chick. She's fucking greedy, man. She's a fucking Hollywood chick, I'm saying. And I told you, I will gladly share the account with her, obviously, because VJ is my queen. She's my beautiful wife, and she's the only one who is worth my royalties. Whereas no one else is worth my royalties in this world. Not even the gatekeepers are worth my royalties, and they know it, man. No one in this planet is worth my royalties, not even the gatekeepers. Because they are not the son of God. They are what? Yeah, you're the gatekeeper, but you didn't create the universe. You're not worth my royalties. I'm bigger than you, man. Yeah, you may own the financial system in the world. I'm the one. Me and my wife are the one running the whole fucking universe. We're the bigger bosses, and that's why they're not worth our royalties. Yeah, there you go. So the first thing me and VJ are gonna do, I'm gonna call Scotiabank, make an appointment. I'm gonna make an appointment at the Scotiabank branch in Vancouver. Then me and VJ will register for our Scotiabank card and Visa. See what I'm saying? Me and VJ will register for our Scotiabank card and Visa. We're going to register for our Scotiabank card and Visa. It'll be a bit more complicated for VJ because VJ is American, but I told you, all VJ has to do is just pay some fee. Pay some hefty foreign fee for the card. They'll gladly, yeah, we'll give you the card, but because you're American, you're going to have to pay some foreign fee. Something like that. You're probably looking at, I don't know, a $2,000 a month fee or something like that. Because if you're a billionaire, it's pocket change. It's not affecting your budget at all, obviously. And the moment me and VJ register for that card, I don't know, the first day me and my wife come to Vancouver, we won't register for the card. But within the next couple of days, I'm going to make the call to Scotiabank. I'm going to make that appointment. And I'm going to register for the card, obviously. Register for the Scotiabank card and Visa. And VJ will come with me, obviously. Because VJ is going to want to share the account badly, obviously. She's going to want to share the account badly. And we're going to register for the Scotiabank card and Visa. And then the leftover money VJ has, she'll most likely blow. Yeah, Ivan, I'll just blow this money. If VJ has like $300,000 in her bank, VJ will be like, yeah, Ivan, I'll just blow the rest of this money. She'll obviously blow the rest of the money, obviously. She'll probably blow it. Hey, Ivan, she'll probably blow it on something else. Yeah, Ivan, I'll just blow the rest of my money that I have left over because she now has a multi-billion-dollar account with me. She's sharing a multi-billion-dollar account with me, obviously. And VJ will be just as shocked as me living the billion. As VJ doesn't know what it's like to live the billionaire life. Yeah, she's rich, but she's a survivor. VJ does not know what it's like to live the billion-dollar life, man. She doesn't know what it's like to live that amazing life, man. Hence why it'll be shocked. It'll be brand new to both of us. Yeah, VJ was a millionaire. She had money, but she doesn't know what it's like to live the billionaire life, where you own your own jet, your own like $35 million yacht, $40 million yacht. You know what I'm saying? VJ can't afford to buy a yacht. She can afford to buy a boat, but she can't afford to buy a yacht. Because VJ probably has only $1 million, $1,500,000 in the bank. She's a survivor, man. See what I'm saying? And the moment me and VJ get that card, before I said VJ will tear up, no, there's a good chance she'll be excited. She'll either tear up or she'll be very excited. She'll be like, oh my God, Ivan, oh, look at all this money we have. We're so rich. Hey, Ivan, let's go. VJ's going to be so excited. She'll go, hey, Ivan, let's go to this clothing store. let's buy these shoes, let's buy these clothes. You're gonna see how excited VJ is. I'm like, yeah, sure, VJ, let's go to this store. You know what I'm saying? We go to this top high-end clothing store. VJ buys her own collection of purses. You know what I'm saying? Her whole collection of shoes. I'm gonna tell VJ, please, sweetie, do not go overboard with the shoes and clothes. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, please, sweetie, do not go overboard with the shoes and clothes. VJ, like, yeah, I promise I won't. I'm saying, VJ, you can get, it's your money, you can get whatever you want, but please don't go over the clothes. I won't go over with the clothes. You don't go over with the clothes. You can get a good 10, even 15 pair of shoes if you want. You can get a good, I don't know, 5 purses, 5, 6, 7, 8 purses or so. But don't go overboard and get like 50 shoes, 100 shoes. You know what I'm saying? 20 purses. No, get a good like 5, 6, 7, 8 purses if you want for yourself. Get your collection of shoes. You can get your perfume set if you want to. But don't go overboard and get like 30 perfume sets. No, you're just wasting money. Get a good 5 perfume sets. That's enough. Don't waste money, man. So VJ, look, man, we can get a lot of clothes and perfume and all that stuff in cologne, but let's not go overboard and waste money. Because like these celebrities waste a shitload of money. They buy like 200 bikes. I'm like, man, how much of those bikes are you even driving? Chances are you don't even drive half of your fucking bikes. These celebrities waste so much money. That's why I don't want VJ going overboard with the clothes, all that stuff, and the shoes, all that stuff, right? Obviously, VJ can buy her top makeup. All the top makeup companies. VJ can order the top makeup because the top makeup for face obviously. For face obviously. I've seen VJ without makeup. VJ has natural beauty. Without makeup, she's still gorgeous. She's still gorgeous without makeup, obviously. But you're gonna see VJ. She's gonna buy her nice set of makeup for herself too. Obviously, there's a high chance VJ will most likely hire a hair designer too. VJ can either me and VJ have VJ. Me and you can either go to the salon. We can either go to the salon or we can hire our own personal hair designers to design. I can either go to the salon to touch up my dreads, obviously, or I can hire someone to just touch up my dreads on my condo too. VJ will most likely hire her own hairdresser, all that stuff. VJ, if you want to hire your own hairdresser to do your hair, you can do that, or we can just go to a salon. It's up to you. It's up to you, obviously. And VJ will be like, hey Ivan, let's build that dream condo. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell VJ, hey VJ, me and you we can buy a nice $40 million house if we want to in Vancouver. We can buy a nice $50 million condo if we want to. You know what I'm saying? Or I personally want to what? I personally want to build my own condo from scratch, the top of the roof the way I want. Yeah, Ivan, I'm totally with you. You know what I'm saying? Are you kidding me, Ivan? A dream rooftop condo is unheard of. Yes, a dream rooftop condo is unheard of. It is unheard of having a dream rooftop condo. Having a dream rooftop condo is unheard of. That's why me and her are going to build that dream rooftop condo. Again, go watch the beginning of Blades to get an idea what I'm talking about. You're looking at a condo like that on top of the roof. Ivan, a rooftop condo is rare. Yes, but a rooftop condo is very, very rare. It is very, very rare, obviously. A rooftop condo is very, very rare. Obviously. You see what I'm saying here? A rooftop condo is very, very rare. Me and VJ are gonna have to hire architects to what? The plan to design our condo. The reason why we need to for rooftop condo you have to hire architects. It's a very, very complex design, obviously. As me and VJ are gonna have to hire architects. We're gonna have to discuss our plans for the condo. Obviously. We're gonna have to discuss our plans. We're gonna have to discuss our plans for the condo, obviously. See what I'm saying here? We're gonna have to discuss our plans for the condo. Obviously. You guys already know what I'm talking about. Yeah, we get an idea of your design. Yes. VJ already knows what my condo will look like because VJ can see the future. Yeah, Ivan, me and you're gonna own this top high-end condo in Vancouver. Yeah, man. We're gonna own this amazing top high-end condo overlooking all of Vancouver. I want my condo built downtown. I don't want it outside. I want it downtown, overlooking the whole city, looking something beautiful, man. A nice garage, nice garage door. I'm saying, and it goes up to the elevator. That's why my wife is so proud because I saved her fucking ass. Me and her are gonna be living the amazing life together, man. Yeah, look at something top notch. Obviously. And once the documents are all settled and we bought our condo, chances are me and VJ when we go to Vancouver, when we get that car, we're gonna buy our jet right away. VJ will want to buy the jet. Yeah, Ivan, let's buy our jet. You know what I'm saying? We don't have to fly commercial more. You know, sweetie, we don't have to fly commercial more. Ivan, let's buy our jet. We buy our nice like $70 million jet. So we buy her a nice yacht, and I told you I want to do those sleepovers with her in the yacht. We drive out in the ocean. I don't know, 40 minutes into the ocean, and we listen to some music. Me and her have a nice margarita. We sit down, we enjoy the view. We make out. We have a good time. Maybe we're gonna have such. We do sleepovers in the yacht. Yeah, what I'm saying? Because I want to have a bed in my yacht too. A nice bed in my yacht. Me and we can sleep in the yacht. We do sleepovers in the yacht. Me and we're gonna have an endless bucket list, but it looks some top notch. Let's show my account here.